Give us something to talk about.
I give him something to figure out. Love. Welcome to Real Awkward.
That was bad.
Yeah, it was.
I'm Andy Case,
I'm Amanda Knickerbocker.
and we are now the three.
Bonnie Raitt podcast.
That's
not Bonnie Raitt.
Dude. Oh. Amanda,
Yeah,
how are you?
I'm fine.
All right.
Back at work, and I'm exhausted.
It's really good to see you.
Yeah, I've seen you forever. I burned my arm
I saw that.
a couple days ago
What?
on
On
a
what?
curling iron,
Shh.
and it got my tattoo. So I'm curious how that's gonna heal.
It's funny. My ex-girlfriend, she told her mom that her hickey was from a curling iron burn, and she did not believe her.
Yeah, no, because a hickey looks like a hickey, and a burn looks like a burn.
I think it's funny that kids make up that type of stuff too. Like, oh, it was just I don't know.
I just think hickeys are gross.
But then if you do burn yourself on the neck with a curling iron,
Then people think
people
it's a
think it's a hickey.
So
Yeah.
either way,
But like close up, it looks like a burn.
But who is looking at it close up? Let me
Parents.
inspect.
parents,
Okay.
parents.
I never had the issues.
Me either.
I thought you guys were gonna keep it light.
Oh, God.
We were doing hair.
Gross.
Doo-doo. Shh.
Gross.
You've got some special topic.
Yeah, I want to talk
Today.
about some things today. So, I want to talk about
Sex, baby.
No,
Let's talk
never,
about you
never.
and me. Let's talk about it.
ew.
What's wrong?
I really hope
What happened?
that the audio did not pick that up.
Oh, it
because
sure did.
Andy just farted. So that was gross.
Oh, it's coming.
Gross, dude.
Yep, it's in
I
my
hate it.
nose.
So
I'm
anyway,
waiting on you.
I'd like to talk about urban legends.
Ooh, dun dun dun.
Dum 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 dum. You're doing Law and Order theme.
Dun dun.
So,
Okay.
just kind of like, the ones that maybe you've heard about, maybe you haven't.
You're like a professional on this stuff.
I'm just really interested in weird things.
I don't know a lot about it, so I'm actually excited
Okay.
to hear some of these things.
Well, let's start off with one that probably a lot of people have heard of.
Yeah.
That you'll die if you drink Pop Rocks and soda at the same time.
Yes.
Because your stomach's going to explode.
I have seen so many people blow up right after eating that stuff.
You have?
No, so it's Pop Rocks and any soda, right? Or does it have to be?
There's a rumor that says like Pop Rocks and Coke or Pop Rocks and Pepsi. And there was the rumor for a long time that little, like Mikey from the Life cereal commercials, like way back in the day, that's how he died.
So it put like merit to the.
Yeah, that was the rumor that
Yeah,
like
okay.
that's how that kid died.
Interesting. So right now, all of these, are you saying they are debunked?
There are some. No.
Oh,
So
okay.
I basically have some legends.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about them.
Yes.
And then I also have whatever the real story is.
Okay, love it.
True,
Okay.
false, whatever.
Okay.
I have the story.
Okay, so
So
now we're
that's
talking
the
about
urban legend.
Pop Rocks and Coke.
Any soda, but I think it was
Mixed
usually
together.
Coke was the one that it's a chain reaction that'll cause an explosion in your stomach.
Okay.
So in reality,
Yeah.
it's obviously false.
Sure.
then-
Did you ever believe it as a kid?
No.
Okay, did you?
No.
Okay.
I remember
okay.
when we were kids, it was like, oh, you're going to die. And then it was just, you'd have a huge burp and you were fine.
Yeah.
But I know Mythbusters actually tested that myth.
Oh, okay.
And like, they had to like, seriously like, go crazy with the experiment to actually
make
make
it-
it work. Yeah,
yeah.
so like, it wasn't physically possible.
Okay. That's good to know.
But
I'm going to go get some.
yeah, so yeah, that one's just false.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to Mikey from the Life cereal commercials. I assume he's alive, but I know that didn't kill him.
Fair enough.
So there was also a urban legend that graham crackers can curb your sexual appetite.
Wait. So if I'm horny, I have
you don't wanna be.
I have a Teddy Graham and I'm good?
No. It doesn't like, take care of it for you.
Here's a Teddy Graham.
But it's an urban legend that they will stop.
Okay, so it slows your libido
Yeah, curbs it.
for you
Yes.
to eat graham crackers.
If you, the rumor is
Okay.
they were created to stop like sexual wants. And
Why
stuff.
would you want to do that?
I don't know. So Sylvester Graham was a minister,
Okay.
and he figured out that like foods high in fat, booze, like decadent food made people have increased sexual appetites. And
Increased. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm with you.
so the way he decided to solve all of this was to have people eat bland food to stop their sexual desires.
That's funny because graham crackers are delicious.
I literally, graham crackers are one of my favorite cookies.
yeah, it's awesome.
So there's, zero evidence to back this up, but he thought, the blander your lifestyle, the more like closer to God and more godly that you would be.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
Sylvester Graham created graham crackers to make you not horny anymore.
To make you go limp. Way to go, Graham. Okay. All right. Jerk.
So, have you ever heard of the rumor that carrots make your eyesight better?
Yes, and actually I know this one.
Tell me what you know.
Okay, I read it. I apologize. So I don't know, but I read that it actually was false. So that during World War I or II, the I don't know if it was the Americans against the Germans or vice versa, but one of them basically got the other to think that eating carrots was making your eyesight better, but it wasn't. They had actually developed night vision already or something like that.
Yeah. So
Okay,
So
that's what I
basically,
read.
the rumor was
Yeah.
that you eat carrots, improves your vision, help you see in the dark. But in reality, it was the rumor actually was created by the British Ministry of Information in World War II.
Okay,
You
British.
were correct.
Yeah.
To get people to grow more carrots for the Royal Air Force so they could spot German bombers better.
I love it.
And while carrots are obviously good for you,
Yeah.
they're not gonna do anything
They
magical
don't give you
for your
super
eyes.
hearing
No.
super hearing, super eyesight. Yeah. I would say that's actually still
That's still around.
it's still believed by a
Yes.
lot of people that
Yeah.
if they eat carrots, it's better for your eyesight.
And then
Which I mean, do we actually?
what?
Is that not true? Like, even though it might not make your eyesight
Well, that's what I'm
better,
saying
is
is-
it healthier?
Yeah, while they do have
Yeah.
vitamins,
Right.
they don't have a special eyeball vitamin.
Right. It doesn't make you have night vision.
Correct.
By eating carrots. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Have you
I'm
ever
with ya.
heard? I'm sure almost all of us have heard of this rumor that gum stays in your stomach forever or for X amount of years.
When I was growing up, that's where everyone was like, "That's what your appendix is for."
Oh, God.
It holds gum, and it can only hold so much before it blows up or whatever. And that's what your appendix is for, is that it retains gum, so you don't swallow gum. But no one ever really explained before that, like, why. They were just like, do not swallow the gum. Even we tell Cammie, we're like, don't swallow the gum. I do know your body can't process gum as easy.
Well, no, because it's not really a food that your
Right.
body can pull a bunch of nutrients out of.
Right.
It's literally just.
But also, I heard like the acid in your stomach doesn't break it down well either.
I don't
So
know.
it like passes.
I don't know. Have you ever chewed a piece of gum overnight?
No. Yeah, did you fall asleep?
Yeah, all the
Oh,
time. as a
where it gets
kid.
all foamy
and you
and
wake
kinda
up and it's
gross?
just like stringy
Yeah.
and like not sticky anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
I know
Because your
what you're talking
saliva
about.
is breaking it
Yeah.
down.
yeah.
So that one obviously is false.
Yeah.
The gum's not going to get stuck in your stomach forever. You're not going to poop out a bubble. Like, none of that's going to happen.
Out of bubble.
Your appendix isn't going to take care of all your gum. So, yeah, obviously it's false.
That's a good one.
It's quite literally, it just poops out. Like, you process it and you poop it out. But I do know that there are actual cases of people swallowing too much gum and they end up with intestinal blockage.
Okay. So you can have a lower GI blockage.
Yeah.
Right,
So, well, I mean, but I feel like
Yeah.
it makes sense with any food that your body has a hard time processing. You could get backed up.
I feel like that's like a big league chew scenario, not so much like a Trident scenario.
Yeah, probably
All
not.
the little league players
Dude,
went to the
Big League
hospital the
Chew.
same night.
Oh yeah, because everybody would just fill their mouth.
Just a
with it.
wad.
And it lost flavor just like everything else immediately.
Another rumor. This one's actually one of my favorites. That McDonald's food never breaks down. Never.
That's only because of
rots.
that one burger that person kept forever, right?
What do you think? I mean, do you think
Well, that's
Nobody else
real.
has thought to do it.
Yeah, I thought somebody kept a Whopper for 30 years and it still looks
No,
like
it wasn't a Whopper
Well, a
because
Whopper's
Burger
Burger
King.
King.
I'm sorry,
Burger
Big Mac,
King
Big Mac.
is
Yeah.
advertising that their food molds.
Because it's real.
Yeah.
so? This one's actually true.
Yes.
So there is a few people who have like this is a 30-year-old burger and fries or whatever. It's a legend that their stuff never breaks down, but it's actually an urban legend that's true because their stuff has such a low amount of moisture and such a high amount of salt that it's almost pretty much preserved when you eat it.
It's preserving. Wow.
Not that you should be eating 30-year-old burgers,
Sure.
but they do look surprisingly similar to the current ones just because, it's all just so processed and stuff. So
Yeah, that preservative just seems to me like that's not cool if that burger's not
but
breaking
everything's
down.
so low moisture
Yeah.
that there isn't a lot for it to like.
It's funny because
go
when someone
rancid.
says juicy burger, you would think
Yeah,
salty burger.
McDonald's is insanely salty,
Yeah, it's pretty salty. Their fries are super salty.
and I mean, don't get me wrong, I love McDonald's.
I
but-
used to, and now my body can't handle it anymore. But I
Oh, no.
still will enjoy a McChicken.
And McDouble, man.
I still love them. Well, the McDouble was my go-to. And
McDouble
now my
with-
body's like, you are too old for this
Yeah.
crap.
I'll eat like a McDouble and like 2 chicken nuggets, and I'm just like, I'm done. How long can Twinkies last?
I heard that they could, like, make it through a Holocaust. Or not a Holocaust. Oh, God.
God damn.
I'm going to... Guys, I'm going to tell my audience, I want to edit that out, but I need you to know how stupid I am for me to say the Holocaust. They can make it through a nuclear war.
Oh my god.
And also the
Are you
Holocaust.
comparing Holocaust victims to Twinkies?
Oh my god.
Okay, now I got to cut it.
Oh,
I'm
God.
cutting that part.
Okay,
No.
so do you want to start over?
Yeah, ask me that question
'Kay,
again because
ready?
that's really
Okay.
embarrassing.
Okay. Hey Andy.
Yeah.
How long can Twinkies last?
Twinkies. I heard the rumor that they could make it. I heard the rumor that they could make it through like a nuclear fallout.
Okay.
Like that
Okay.
people could go eat Twinkies,
Old ass Twinkies.
old ass Twinkies, and they wouldn't like.
Be nasty.
Yeah, like that. You could put it in your rations in your bunker.
Well,
and they'd be golden for a while. But
I
I
know
do
that
imagine
that's
they'd
been-
dry out a bit.
obviously that was heavily featured in Zombieland.
Right.
And
Oh,
then
right,
even
right,
there's
yeah.
a Family Guy episode where there's like a nuclear bomb or something hits and like they just go to the Twinkie factory.
Right.
But in I remember there was always, like at the end of the world there'd be cockroaches and Twinkies.
And Twinkies. Yeah.
And in reality, they have a shelf life of 25 days.
That's it.
That's it.
Before they just get stale, right?
Yeah.
That's
and
it,
I love
yeah,
Twinkies. I
yeah.
think they're great, but they get old fast.
Okay, when I was a kid, I thought there was more cream than there is now.
I think there was.
There probably was.
There was.
Because they straight up, they ain't got none cream in there. And I just feel like I'm just eating angel food cake sometimes.
There's no snack cake that has the
No.
amount of filling that it once did.
Like, I
No.
need a lot of I want like double the amount of filling.
Yeah.
Feeling.
You just need to make them yourself.
Oh, yeah,
I
I've
used to
heard
like-
about that
I used
too.
to like Suzy Q's, which were basically a chocolate Twinkie.
Is that the same thing as
like a Swiss cake roll.
Swiss cake?
Yeah, but they didn't have chocolate on the outside.
Oh.
It was like a chocolate sponge cake with a filling.
Okay.
And it looked a little different, but it's the same idea. And now they make chocolate Twinkies, and they're incredible.
Oh, they are not covered in any type of chocolate.
No.
So what do you think about it like a zinger, which is like a Twinkie with
But that has
frosting on it?
chocolate on top.
Or sometimes it's a zinger. I think initially is like, I think a zinger is actually strawberry, like a
I thought
strawberry.
a zinger had coconut on the outside.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
think it's.
tiger tail.
Oh, I thought a zinger.
I think they're now called zingers, but when I was a kid,
It probably
the
depends
red
on
ones.
brand. No, it's probably Hostess versus Little Debbie.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, because Zingers can also be like chocolate, banana, or whatever frosting. So I think Zinger was just the name of it. That
But
was
it's
like
kind of a Twinkie with chocolate on
with
top?
stuff on top of it.
I think those are fun. I don't have a problem with those.
I like the coconut, strawberry, raspberry. I don't know what it is.
I don't
but
like
it's-
shredded coconut, so I won't go for those.
love coconut.
My mom could eat
Love it.
snowballs until she died.
Well, see, that's too much for me because I don't like the marshmallow. It's the marshmallow's too much around the cake.
No.
Yeah.
I did make snowball cupcakes once for her birthday, where I took like the devil's food, and I just like frosted the
I
top
took
with like
the
a whipped
devil's
cream
food.
frosting,
Yeah.
and then I dipped it in the coconut, and that was way better because you didn't have like that really chewy marshmallow. Anyway, I could
Well,
talk about Hostess all day. I love
so
Hostess.
Twinkie myth.
Busted.
It's a.
Yeah, they
myth-
do not
myth
last
busted.
forever.
Okay.
What can you get if you get a Tootsie Roll and
A
there's a
t-shirt.
star on it?
Oh wait.
The Tootsie Roll Pop?
Okay.
This
wait.
is what we believed. You had to get 3 full logos
Uh-huh.
because it said Tootsie Roll and then it had a circle around it. So you had to
Yeah.
get 3 full circles and you had to get the Indian shooting a star. And then you could send it in and get a free T-shirt.
Did you ever have any of that stuff?
Yeah, but it was just if
It was a
there
Tootsie Pop, though, not a
yeah, with Tootsie Pop. And when I went
I'm
back,
talking, Tootsie Roll Pop, whatever.
yeah,
the-
Yeah.
Tootsie Pop. When I went back into the store, if I had an Indian shooting a star, they would give me another free Tootsie Pop.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
You also got free candy for picking up cigarette butts.
Yeah,
so.
we pick up cigarette butts and
Small
they
town life.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they give us like 25
So I
cent
think they were just nice. Is what I'm
smaller
saying.
candy. But same thing like
So,
yeah.
so most people have heard.
Yeah.
Because I've never heard of the T-shirt.
Oh,
I grew up, if you had the Indian shooting the star, you got a free Tootsie Roll Pop.
yeah.
Well, maybe people's grocery stores or whatever did honor it, but the Tootsie Company never offered a free candy program.
Interesting. So why did they have the
Crazy.
Indians shooting the star?
It was just part of their design.
Interesting.
They never
Because-
offered a free turn-in type deal.
Because there were so many times you'd have one that didn't have that on it.
Yeah.
And you thought it was special or different
Yeah.
to get that Tootsie Pop. Same thing. Were you guys the same where you could, the Pepsi or Mountain Dew free 20-ounce cap?
you look underneath.
Yeah, that
yeah.
you
Every
could
time.
actually like find out whether
Oh,
you
you
got a
could
free
look
one or
through the
not.
You
bottle.
could look through it, and it didn't work if he had like a colored bottle. So like 7-Up, you couldn't do it because the
Oh,
bottle was
I
green.
never did that.
But you could look under the cap and see if it said free 20 ounce.
Yeah, or you
Oh.
could see the reflection on the top of the soda. So you could like turn it and like see the reflection.
I do
up.
remember
Yeah.
the old school, like, it's not that way anymore now. It's like, put in your points online.
Yeah,
hate
so many stores though. You would have kids that would just go buy one get one free every time,
Mm-hmm.
and that would totally waste it because they would just leave only the ones that didn't.
Yeah.
That was us.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yep.
sorry, stores.
Sorry,
See,
guys.
we never thought to look like
Yeah.
that. We would just be like, I hope this one's a winner. Have you ever heard about
Hmm.
the human finger found in the Wendy's chili?
Why is that sounds familiar?
It was all over the news in the mid-90s.
Yeah, was it true? Please tell me it was true because that's gross.
A human finger was found in a bowl of Wendy's chili, but Wendy's wasn't responsible.
Okay, it was just somebody's finger fell off.
So there was a woman, and she claimed that she ordered chili and she found a finger in there, and she decided to sue the crap out of Wendy's. She was on every talk show. She was on everything talking about
Yeah.
it. And
That bitch playing him, huh?
basically, so as soon
Yeah.
as she started suing them, Wendy's looked into her background, found that she had a history of like filing claims against companies.
Oh.
And basically, what ended up happening was the police figured out that the finger came from, I think, her brother-in-law or like her uncle or like a family member, and it was severed in a work accident. And
So she kept it like on ice or something?
I guess so.
That's disgusting.
So basically, what ended up happening is they got the finger, put it in the chili, thinking there's going to be a huge payday. She goes to jail. Her husband went to jail for getting the finger. And
Wow.
this was in the 90s, so I'm sure they're
yeah,
out now.
all fraud.
But yeah, that was a huge urban legend.
So when you tell me about this, it only reminds me of the scary stories with the toe in the stew.
Oh, where's my toe?
Yeah, where's my toe?
Yeah, I have like 4 more.
Did you ever
So-
see that, by the way?
No, I haven't watched it yet. I need to.
Okay.
It was another one that John's like, oh, wait for
You'll
me, and we still
enjoy
haven't watched it.
You'll enjoy it.
Oh, I know. I love those books so much. I think we'll have to do an episode where we talk about like favorite books.
Oh yeah, that's some of my favorites.
Those
There's
are
some good ones.
some of the best. A lot of people have heard of this, but did your mom, when you were a kid, your mom ever inspect your Halloween candy?
Yeah, they did. They definitely checked it for needles.
Razor blades?
Checked it for razor blades.
Not once.
Yeah, but it wasn't, I want to say not a lot, but I do know they were cautious. Like, guys, let me just look at the candy. And my parents probably didn't look deep into it,
Yeah.
but they definitely just checked to make sure there wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah. So there's always been a rumor that you're going to have candy with whatever drugs in it or pills or whatever, razor blades.
Razor blades.
Razor blades.
Razor blades. That has never happened.
Wow. Never a case of some kid
Well, hang on. I got more to the story.
laced brownie.
So, as far as people being given candy by strangers, it has never happened.
Okay.
Everybody's always worried about like their kids getting edibles from people, and I'm
Right.
like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I don't do any of that stuff, but I know they're not cheap, and I don't think they'd be
Yeah,
giving them
you're
out to
dropping
people.
that stuff in there.
So basically the rumor that your kids are going to get tainted candy, while maybe it'd be weird if like you get a handful of pennies from your neighbor or like they give you an apple or something, chances are you're fine. The few that have been documented that kids got tainted candy, the first one that hit the news was a dad who gave his kids tainted pixie sticks because he wanted to kill them.
Wow.
So what ended up happening was, I don't know, I don't want to be wrong. I think one kid did die, but the dad tried to poison his kids with Halloween candy.
Crazy.
And he went to jail, whatever. Blah,
So
blah,
that turned into the rumor that Halloween candy is
fed
tainted.
this rumor. But I mean, I could understand that, parents, you're getting candy from unknown sources. Especially back in the day, it wasn't all this wrapped candy like we have now. You would get fruit, or you would get a candy thing of candy corn or whatever. But yeah, so there was never any real
threat
of candy or
Yeah.
razor blade into candy.
Yeah.
This is something I actually learned while looking all this stuff up. But when you think of a lobster,
Yeah.
high class, fancy, expensive,
Yeah, man.
right? Apparently, they used to be considered poor people food.
Really?
Yeah. So back in the 17th and 18th century, they were everywhere, and they were bugs, and they were used as bait for other fish.
Oh.
And so,
you were eating the bait and not the fish.
well, in all the time that we have started eating them, now they're bigger and bigger and bigger. They
Sure.
were smaller.
Sure. That makes more sense that you're like ripping apart these hard shells of this tiny creature to get your little nutrients.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they were
Okay.
they were used as bait or feed for livestock and servants. So like they were the food, like the scraps, and like here, take this.
Right.
So at the end of the 1800s, people started selling it as like a delicacy to people who didn't know. Like,
Sure.
because they wanted to move it, they started being like, oh, we have this fancy.
Right. They flipped the
fancy-
script on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that from at the late 1800s, from late 1800s to now it's this delicacy that, we have this multi-million-dollar industry
Yeah.
with lobsters,
Crazy, man.
which are disgusting.
Yeah. Red Lobster
Which
wouldn't
would
have
kill you.
nothing.
They would kill me. At least I'm allergic to something I don't like.
Yeah.
Okay, I got two more.
Okay.
True or false?
False.
All right. Moving on. True or false? You can overdose on water.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
That is true.
yes,
true.
it is true. You can actually drink too much water. Yep.
While it's good to drink a lot of water, you can overdose on water. And there have been people who have died of being water drunk. You can get intoxicated.
That's crazy.
On
yeah.
water.
Yeah, because your body can only process so much.
Yeah, there's
Water.
actually
Yeah.
a case from 2007. A California woman died because she was competing on a a contest where they drank a lot of water on a radio station. And she was competing for a Nintendo Wii.
Oh,
And she died.
I died to get a Wii.
Other times, like, people have died during, like, fraternity hazing or, like, drug-induced stuff where they drink a lot of water. Basically, your body can't process the water fast enough. And the water dilutes your blood and then enters your cells, and your brain swells and you die.
Dude, so you know what's crazy is I never realized how small your kidneys are.
They're little.
Your kidneys are like, they're like, make a fist, and I think they're like half that size or
Yeah.
something like that.
Because
Like,
isn't it like your heart is your fist?
yeah, your heart's your fist. Your lungs are like huge.
Yeah.
You freaking go from like almost to the top of your clavicle.
Yeah, your
all
lungs
the
are big.
way down to like almost the lower part of your back.
Yeah.
Which is insane. But yeah, your kidneys, that's the only thing that filters like that stuff. So imagine drinking like gallons and gallons and
Yeah.
gallons of water.
Too fast.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, last one.
Boom, boom, boom.
I maybe should have saved like a really good one for last. True or false? Junk food causes acne. This one's highly debated.
This is debated just because I watched so many Proactive commercials growing up.
Well, and everybody calls everybody a pizza face.
Oh, sure.
like,
Yeah.
Quit eating junk food.
I do know, though, when I start eating healthier, my skin clears up. But
Does your skin possibly clear up because now you're drinking more water?
yes, that
instead
too.
of
Yes, that too.
junk?
Yes, that too.
So
So that means you just answer your own question. It is false.
it is false. Obviously, everybody's going to make fun of people and, all that stuff. But acne is caused, like any skin issues are obviously caused by like irritations, oil secretions, dead skin cells that block your glands, that kind of thing. Unless you literally rubbed pizza on your face and didn't wash it off, that's not going to do anything to you.
Yeah.
Now, there are some types of skin issues that are caused by dairy or wheat or that kind of thing, but like just junk food is not going to give you acne or anything like that. The one thing that people say a lot is, well, when I eat better, my face looks better.
I just said it.
I know, but it's probably because you are eating good food. You're getting a lot of vitamins.
Yeah.
You're getting a ton of water. The best thing you can do for your face is to drink more water.
Drink more water.
You're probably sleeping better. And so I think a lot of people combine all that stuff together.
Sure.
But the American Academy of Dermatology has done a huge study, and there is zero link between acne and
eating
junk food.
Junk food. Wow. Okay. That's
all I got.
crazy.
Just don't drink so much water that your brain swells.
Yeah, drink
there's-
water, but
yeah,
not so much that it kills you.
There's a
It's a fine line.
Fine line
It's a fine line of a couple
between
gallons.
your water. Well, that's crazy. I want to say I've maybe heard of maybe half of those.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe more. But
I know there's always like rumors that like certain fast food chains, like I know there's always one that's like Taco Bell serves grade D meat or like,
oh yeah, it's like, and they mix it with sand.
yeah.
Yeah.
But in reality, grade D meat is not legally consumable by humans. So they can't
Yeah.
serve you crappy meat.
Sure.
And, my thing is, you hear about that kind of stuff or McDonald's serves horse meat. And it's like, can you imagine the lawsuits that would come if they were doing that? As a company, it would probably just be cheaper
Question
to serve
is,
people real food.
Why can't you eat horse meat?
I think
in-
you can in some countries.
No, I know. Well, I know that, but like, why are horses not allowed here?
I don't know. I imagine it would be very tough meat.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Because I mean, think about it.
I know some people eat bear meat.
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say,
interested.
yeah, bear, horse, bison. It all can't be that different.
Yeah.
So
It's all
I
about
don't know.
muscle. It's all about muscle.
Never had horse before. Probably won't.
No.
But, yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah, but those are my urban legends. I know I want to talk about like more scary urban legends at some point.
I would like to go through that
Do you
stuff.
know any more off the top of your head, Andy?
Of food
Food ones?
urban
Food
urban legends
urban
that Amanda
legends?
didn't mention?
No, not. Not really. I mean, there's that stuff like don't eat watermelon seeds and
Yeah.
stuff, right? It'll
Oh,
grow in
yeah.
your stomach and or pumpkin seeds or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's really easy, I think, for kids to latch onto for a little bit. But
Yeah.
no, not really much anymore. What about you?
I do know
Yeah.
one more, but like, it's basically there was always the rumor that, there's like bugs in your peanut butter or like in your canned goods.
Okay.
There's nasty stuff.
Have
There
you-
could
but-
be like a certain level
Yes,
of
that's
bugs in certain
real.
foods.
Yes,
Yeah, it
and
is.
that's what's crazy to me is there's a legally acceptable amount
Of
of
bugs.
bugs in your food.
So has it happened to you before?
Not that I know.
Okay.
Not that I know.
Honey roasted peanuts.
Okay.
I literally pulled out a grasshopper.
No.
Yes.
Crazy.
It was literally a roasted, honey coated grasshopper.
Did you try it?
No,
I'm
not at all. No, but it's
Oh,
just one of
please.
those things where you're just like, that stuff is going in, getting
Is
into
it-
the machines.
How long
or-
ago was that?
It was a long time. It was probably like 15.
Did you
20
ever reach out to the
no,
company?
not 15. It would have been 20 years. No.
See, now
No,
if that
because-
happened, it would be this huge
when I
viral
ta- I
thing.
remember when I talked to my mom about it, I'm pretty sure they were just like, well, yeah, I mean, every now and again, you're probably going to get something in there.
Every
you
now and
know?
again, you're
it's
going to
just
pull out a
like-
grasshopper.
No, the grossest thing that happened to me was a penny in my fried rice.
What?
And it's still his favorite food.
It was. They're closed now. But yeah,
Can I tell you? I'm
no,
sorry.
I mean fried rice. is
Yeah.
your
It's gonna
Oh.
it's gonna make you feel bad. I'm sorry, Ashley. I remember one time we were all eating dinner together and you found one of Ashley's contacts in your food.
Oh.
I think it was on the plate.
gross.
Yeah, or like on the spoon. I think it was,
was-
on the spoon.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't in the
so
food.
when you take contacts out, like whatever surface you
they
put them
stick.
on, they stick. Like those
especially
are
your
adhered.
old contacts.
It's funny. I blocked it out. I don't really
I remember 'cause I was
it
just like-
well, at least.
Oh, but and then you always end up with people's hair in your food. Like I can't tell you how many dog hairs I've
Oh,
consumed.
dude.
Like-
you know what? If it's like a little thing, you got to pull out just the little finest hair. It doesn't bother me. But when you pull it and it's like a spaghetti, like line that comes out, that one gets me.
See,
Especially
I don't
it's
have
like,
long hair.
It's like
so I
rubbing
don't
across
find
your
them.
tongue, and you're just like, okay.
See, Andy's probably the kind of person, I don't know why I say probably because you are, but like if you're in a restaurant and you pull a hair out of your food, you're done.
Yep, I won't finish
Like-
the rest of the meal.
Really?
I can't do
I don't.
it.
To me, I'm like, what are the chances there's more in there?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and sometimes I have to think
it's
about
not like somebody shook their head over
if
my
I
plate.
If I find a hair,
Yeah.
I'm like, what are the chances it's mine?
Sure,
Because it could be yours.
Yeah.
Well, and same thing like my beard and stuff too. Like I can pull like a little hair out or whatever, but it's
Yeah.
pretty coarse now, so it's like I know if it's
Yeah.
mine and it's curly.
Well, it's easy
like
when
a
my
curly
hair.
beard hair.
It's easy when my hair is like purple or yellow or whatever. I can be like, that's on me, guys. Like,
Oh,
sorry, that's
shit.
mine.
Yeah. No, it got me, man. Literally, I huge bite, bit down, penny. Like
That's
felt
so
the yeah.
bizarre.
I take the penny out. I'm like,
what
what
did somebody
the hell?
find at the bottom of a Monster can? Was it a mouse? Like
yes.
an energy drink? They found a mouse in their can.
But I don't remember if it was legit or not.
I don't know.
Hold
now
on.
you have to look it up.
Hold
Well,
on,
you,
let me
did
Google
you
it.
did you guys ever see the video of the mouse jumping into the fryer at? God, I want to say it was like Popeyes or something like that. It was like a mouse running
No.
around their back area, and it was just trying to get away from them, and it jumped into the fryer. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but I'm not sure if that one's a myth or not with the mouse
In the
in
Monster
in an
can?
energy can. Because think about that, the whole thing. Like I don't know if it jumped.
Well, I mean, how do you like? I guess I don't know how a processing plant works for like.
Yeah, well,
but
it's-
don't
so
they
it's-
put the lid on afterwards?
Yes.
like after it's
so
filled.
it's sheets of aluminum.
Yeah.
and it all gets cut to size and printed, and then those aluminum are round, and they get like the top and bottom get popped on. So I
Right.
guess it's
But that's what I'm saying.
feasible to
like
think.
it gets filled with liquid and then the top gets popped
yeah,
on.
that a mouse would be in there already, like in the cylinder,
Yeah.
and then it gets closed on.
Yeah.
And that's pretty intense. But
So I did some Googling.
yes.
Okay.
And basically, there was a man in Washington State
Ooh.
that claims that he found a mouse in the bottom of his Monster can, but basically, the company that owns Monster attacked a claim saying that it's false. There's no way. But basically, this guy said that he drank part of the can and then left it in his car for hours. And then when he came back, like he drank the rest of the can was like the mouse was in there, but basically, they are arguing that like the type of mouse that was in there is a tiny mouse that could be, like a house mouse or like that sometimes are in your
can fit
car
through a small hole.
Yeah, and not the type of a mouse that would be at like an industrial plant.
What's crazy, man, is Ash and I catch mice here all the time, right?
Right.
We have such a big property, and they're just field mice. Those suckers get in the tiniest
They're tiny.
spots.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we catch them, and they're pretty big, though. But I guess if you did get like a smaller mouse, it could squeeze its body through the can. But that's kind of weird.
Well, no, you absolutely could. So,
Yeah.
so in my previous life, I worked at a pest control company, and so basically, if a mouse can fit just its like the most of its head,
Yeah.
it's in that can.
The rest of its body
Like if
has
it
no
can fit
problem.
the head in,
Yeah.
it's in the can. Like
Crazy.
so, I could imagine a little mouse could get into one of those big mouth
Yeah.
cans.
Oh, was it like a giant?
It was a monster can.
Oh, but we're talking like the really tall.
I don't think I couldn't see the whole
because
can.
or
But it
or
had,
was
like,
it
the
a
wide
monster
mouth-
can that you take the top off? Because then I totally see that happening.
Let me check, but I think it was just the
Because if it was like
That would
a
change
pop,
the
yeah, if
story.
it was a pop top, that's different. But if it was one of the monster cans where you turn the lid to pull it off, that's
No.
a.
I
It
could-
was
I could
just
still-
like the wide mouth can that's on like all cans now.
No, I did. I just.
But
I
the
can
see
still
that.
mouse-
see a mouse getting into
Yeah.
It's
that.
little. That mouse. Think about how small a soda
Can I
can
see
is.
that?
Yeah. Think about how small. Sorry, you both asked me at the same time.
No, it's fine.
If you think about how small a can is, that mouse is little.
So what we'll do, guys, is we will post it on our Instagram page.
Sorry in advance, you're gonna see a dead mouse.
Oh yeah, okay. We will post it on our Instagram page, and you guys tell us if you think that legit can happen or not, because I would like to know what people's thoughts are.
Yeah. Tell us if you think
Yeah.
that the guy put the mouse in there.
Yeah. What
or
is it?
well, nobody's arguing if he put it in there, but I think it's logical that if maybe you had a messy car and mice lived in your car, which does happen.
Absolutely. Yep.
If you had food and it's just waiting there,
Yep.
that mouse is going to drop in there.
Yep.
So,
And then
that's what
also, do you guys have other food urban legends?
yeah,
that we
are there
didn't
any
go
cool
over?
ones that I
wanna
didn't go
know.
over?
Yeah.
Are there any crazy ones? My dad used to tell us when we were kids that guacamole was made out of iguanas, and
It's a good parent.
that's just not real.
It's a good one. I know. I don't use iguanas in my guacamole.
Yeah, that's why I don't like guacamole.
That's awesome. Amanda, where can people find us?
Okay, Real Awkward at Instagram.
Do it.
And then obviously we have a YouTube channel, depending on where you're hearing us. And then we're pretty much anywhere you can find your podcasts. So check us out.
Boom.
And if you guys have missed previous episodes, go check it out. Please go subscribe to us on YouTube if you're listening to this on any of the other podcast formats.
Yeah, and follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram and shoot us a message and say hi. We don't get to talk to many people that are listening, and we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Cool.
So thanks for listening.
Thanks for going through the urban legends, Amanda.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Goodbye.
Bye.